Hello and welcome to another episode of Binding Roll, where we play 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the 9th Age. If you are unfamiliar with the 9th Age, please click the link in the description below. It is the official website for a rank and flank strategy war game that I play all the time and that this YouTube channel is dedicated to. Check it out if you're interested at all. It's a free-to-play game, so all the information is there for you. But this evening, we are not playing 9th Age. We are playing Dungeons & Dragons in the world of the 9th Age. So let's get right into it, as we always do with the intro video.
No one in this world can you trust. Not men, not women, not beasts. This you can trust.
All right, how's everyone doing this evening? It's been a couple weeks. Last week was my fault. I was out eating a very wonderful dinner when I should have been playing Dungeons & Dragons, but that was my own fault. Alright, so no one leveled up, but, you know, the usual question, what you drinking? I got something new tonight. Golden Road Mango Cart. I'll admit it, this is a very, very fruity beer, but it is amazing. I drink it all the time. So,
that's good.
Yeah. Lode, what you drinking this evening?
So I'm going not with a Utah beer tonight.
Oh, shocking.
And I know is a change up. We have an American classic.
Yeah, Sam Adams. Nothing
Sam
wrong with
Adams.
Oh, there we go.
The old BL.
Nice.
that. Nothing wrong with Sam Adams. Sunset, what are you drinking?
I've got Angry Orchard old-fashioned cocktail-style hard cider.
What is cocktail style cider?
Well, it's very reminiscent of an old-fashioned.
Oh, okay.
Sounds
Interesting.
good.
So, yeah, it's pretty good. Also, point of order, I do believe Erky did level up.
Oh, you are correct. We will get to Erky. Yeah, I made an executive decision that Erky has, or the player who plays Erky has paid enough for switching characters and then can now join the same level as the rest of the group. So let's get to Erky. Erky, what are you drinking and what happened with your level up?
Ginger beer and let me get this mirroring. Yeah. So, the thing I get for being at 11th level, there's a couple small things, but the main thing is that I can now put into an object a store spell with twice my intelligence bonus. So this time the number would be 10, since the bonus is 5, and I can put any spell that takes an action up to level 2 and just give it to anybody, and they can use it that many times. So they can have spells on 6.
10 counts. You can use it 10 times, and it's a max level 2 spell.
Correct.
Okay, gotcha.
Yep. And it uses my casting bonus and stuff, and so we had talked about it'd be awesome to give it to Lode with Blur, which would make him like orders of magnitude more difficult to hit. But unfortunately, being a barbarian, raging is kind of a big deal, and that doesn't work with concentration. So,
And what steps do you have to go through to make this item?
long rest.
Long rest? Okay.
That's it. Long rest. No material costs. Nothing. Just good night's sleep. Feel a little energized in the morning. Do some
Artificers, man.
You know.
OP.
Yeah. Just, what we do over breakfast, right? Just like, yeah, I'll just throw something together. Here you go.
Just take a small piece of sailcloth and, there you go. Here's a handkerchief that lets you cast something 10 times.
Wind wall.
Magic
That makes sense.
stone.
That makes sense. Sam, what are
that's a
you
good one.
drinking?
Cascadia Colt,
Ooh, that sounds good.
Washougal, Washington. Pretty tasty.
Guys, we're trying here. Where's our beer sponsor? Someone's watching's got to work for a beer company. Oh wait, no one's watching. Oh.
Don't say that. Somebody's watching.
All right. A brief recap of 2 weeks ago. You guys made it on the boats. On the way out of the Middle Sea. Was that what it was called? Middle Sea? You ran into the Flor Leone family matriarch. The Middle Sea, yeah, the Middle Sea. And patriarch.
Unless I totally misread that situation.
Could have been a very flatulent.
That's calling them the Godfather the whole time.
Flatulent.
Maybe that's why they were upset.
Patriarch.
Maybe.
What was the deal you struck? He wanted a percentage of your earnings from the crusade. What was the final decision on that one?
5%.
Sounds good to me. I'll go back and review the video.
Sounds good.
Oh,
Sounds
well.
good.
If you go back and review the video, I have no idea what the actual number was. Just wondering what I could get you to agree to.
He agreed to 5%.
We will see.
That's
I
on
am going to
this
go to the
video.
historical records to make sure. You made it out into the ocean. What I say? A few days into the ride, another boat was spotted. It was the famous pirate Valico the Crimson, who was a Dread Elf pirate. He approached the armada, the three main boats you're in. He summoned a kraken with his whistle. One of your boat, Claude's boat rammed his. You guys went off to Wa's boat and saved him from the kraken with an epic struggle. When you got back, the Claude's boat was sailing away back north. Claude was tied to the mast, foaming at the mouth, with the axe of Akan, which you very quickly and smartly threw over the side of the boat, because no one wants a part of that axe. I think the last before the battle, you discovered that someone was murdered. You discovered that Helen, the follower of Vitalism, was murdered on the boat. The clues you found on her were that she had been pierced multiple times by arrows that were arrows not from Equitane. And then when you came back,
But they were of human. They were of human make, though, right? They weren't like.
that was never really determined.
Oh, okay.
Just
They
that
were-
it
but they
was.
weren't from the ship's store.
It wasn't from the ship's
Right.
stores. That's what you got.
You did say that they were of human make, but they were not Equitanian.
We should all really remember and like maybe take some notes.
I prefer to go into these D&Z sessions
I
with
won't.
zero prep, so.
Yeah, I won't, but I mean, somebody maybe should.
When you got
I
back to the
take
boat
notes
with
about things
Claude
like
in
that.
tow, still raving mad, you went down and discovered in the bowels of the ship there was another murder. This time, poor Tuna Sandwich was murdered with a cut across his throat. The dagger was on the ground. This is the same, at least the same, not the same exact one, but the same type of dagger that Sunset noticed on her storefront back in Cantamont. That is a like fine piece of cutlery, eating knife. And then lastly, you went into the room where Sunset noticed that you saw the same magic that the bounty hunter that slipped into the void made the magical door into the void. You sensed that magic from one of the storerooms. You went in there and you discovered our old friend Cleet Engelbert, the friendly swamp druid who just wants to be friends with everyone he meets. And that is about where we are. Yeah, so you're there with Cleet in the storeroom. You still have kind of Claude on the main deck, raving mad, and you still have this dead body. Let's, you know what? Let's hold on a second here. Let's get.
Oh right, I have inspiration.
Hold on, the campaign
Sorry.
thing's not working here. Hold on 1 second. There we go. Okay, that should be working now. There we go. So let's go to the map. So last we were checking here, you're in the bottom level of the ship here, in the front. At this spot here, this is where you discovered Cleet. And it's up to you. Cleet's sitting there on his stomach, chewing on something, and just looking up at the four of you and with a big old smile on his face.
Is he like this
Yeah,
and like
just-
kind of kicking his legs behind him, like bent at the knees and like kind of kicking his feet?
Not quite
Is he holding it
schoolgirl
here?
on her bed after school pose, but
Lollipop.
I mean, that's the picture you were painting for me. So
And it does seem like a very Cleet thing to do.
true.
he has that energy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Thinking about swamp friends.
Thinking about swamp friends.
Wait a
Making
minute.
swamp friends.
How do I know
What?
you?
Urki, you are in the room. You will 100% recognize this person. Lode,
Hey, that's
you
right. Wait, where?
I vaguely
on the-
you
recognize.
vaguely recognize Cleet.
So where is he on the map?
Oh, I didn't make a token for him,
Oh,
but he's sitting in the storeroom here.
The bottom in the row of ship
Awesome.
maps. He's in the front.
Far right, yeah.
all right.
He's in the boat nose, on the bottom.
The boat nose.
Yep.
And
We'll just keep pinging
making that
until you
joke.
see it.
hold on, let's do this thing. Hold on, watch this. Oh, I can't
He
do
was
it.
yelling at us from like across the boat.
No, you
We
guys were
aren't
down there. You
where
guys were
our
down. The tokens
tokens
are
are.
still up at the top.
Okay.
Shambles.
Yeah, but we're actually down there, and
Okay.
we didn't know he was there until we opened the door,
Let's set the scene. Get in the right place.
because that's where the
Okay, that makes more sense.
the magic for the portal. That's where I had sensed that it came from for this particular murder.
You're so immersed that you can only envision yourself where your token is sitting.
I need
I'm that
That's good
deep
work.
into this.
Yeah.
I need a visual aid. Otherwise, like, the theater of mind. We don't need anything.
So Cleet
All
says,
right.
Picture this.
So-
Hi guys. Urki, you're my friend. Oh man, you always run into the people you expect the least in the places where you are. I love running into friends.
Yeah.
Sunset's gonna
Wait.
step forward and demand to know how he got there.
Hold on, tell me what you say.
How did you get here?
Well, you see, I was with
Where's
these
the
guys,
portal?
and we were in this town, and we helped these people. We okay. First, we found this guy who like made music with rocks, and then we went to this other place, and there was like this big frog, and then we were fighting like big stone dwarves, and then after
All
that,
right. Lode's gonna grab him by the collar and shake him and be like, in the last 2 days, like, how did you immediately get onto this boat? I can roll intimidation if you like.
Sure, go for it.
Can I assist with that?
Sure, yeah, that's definitely with advantage
easy, yeah,
because
easy,
sunsets.
easy. He's a friendly guy.
Well, with advantage,
You don't need to
It-
use a stick.
it's a 19.
19. So he's like, "Oh, you mean how I got on this boat?"
Yes.
Well, you see, we got to Cantamont, and everyone wanted to do like their own thing. And you know what? Last time I got on a boat, I had such a good time, and I made all these swamp friends. So then I'm like, "Oh, there's this big boat in the harbor," and I'm like, "I should go on that boat." And I just walked on.
You just walked on.
Just
So,
like that.
wait, how long have we all been on the boat? Total.
Let's see here.
2
It's-
weeks.
Days.
What did I say? What did I say? It was no. I said a week. It took a week to get to the point where you were attacked by the pirate. So a week.
Okay. So you've been in this room for a week.
Yeah. There's like so much good food in here, and you see like the barrels have been like a few of them in like pried open. And there's like, you know, a bunch
Yeah,
of
just put
dry
out-
goods. There's such a dry goods, and there's one cask of beer that's been like drained.
Does he have a particular aroma about him?
Oh, he always has an
I mean,
aroma about him.
He always did, right?
Yeah. Although he might have a particularly beanie aroma now. I don't know how friendly he got with what was it, Charlie?
Oh, Charlie. Charlie. Blood and Beans Charlie, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
As a matter of fact, you look
Anyway.
back. You definitely look back and behind him. You see like one of the casks that had been open was filled with dried beans. But he's like, he doesn't really get cooking, so he's just been like crunching, like chewing dried beans like peanuts.
Yeah. That's
Doesn't
like you
really
do.
get
on brand.
I got a couple questions for Clayt. Clayt,
Yep.
good to see you.
It's good to
So
see you
we're
too,
supposed to see you
Urky.
here?
I missed you. I missed you, Urky. You're
That's
like
nice.
you're like the
So,
best you're like the best pale goblin I know.
Wonderful. So do
At this
you
point,
know where
Sunset
this
just
boat
kind
is
of looks
going?
between the two, like, goblin?
I'm curious, like, do you
confused.
know where we're headed? Like, why did you choose this boat?
Well, everyone I talked to said we're going across the ocean, and they said there's this big jungle and maybe even a swamp. So I'm like, okay, I'll go. I like swamps.
Okay. You're good at navigating swamps? I guess I'm
Yeah,
not sure.
man, I
Natural
love being
man.
in swamps. Like there's so many friendly people there, so many friendly goblins, and like all the nature's like in tuned with each other, and like everyone's so happy there. Like I love swamps.
Well, this is a good guy, and I don't know of anyone on the boat here that's a swamp expert. So certainly surprised to hear, but I think we got lucky that we're going to a swamp and we have a someone who loves to go there and can lead the way for us. Find a safe path for
Oh, man.
the group.
Pale Goblin Urky, what are you? Tell me about your friends. Like I think they look really cool.
Yes, this is Lode.
Oh, I know
marshal
Lode.
of the
Lode.
ship.
I met you in the place with Griffin. Griffin and I are friends. Are you friends with Griffin?
That's how I know you. Yeah. I remember you. You're hard to forget.
As I always say, a friend of a friend is a friend to me, and I like friends. So you're my friend, Lode. How about you, short other Pale Goblin?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is Sunset. She's a sorcerer, but she's not very good at it.
No,
anyways,
she's
this
not a
is Sam.
goblin. She's not a goblin. Sunset, you're pale.
They stretch her on the rack.
But Pale Goblin.
Urky just lost the gift that Sunset was going to give her.
Fine. I'll just take back the one you have.
Pale Goblin, who are you?
Oh, Pale
My
Goblin?
name is Gary. I'm from your old homeland. We've met before. Don't you remember?
Give me a persuasion check.
Deception?
Or deception, you're right, deception.
18. I'm sorry, 21.
Oh,
Oh.
flawless.
Cleet looks at you with like, he raises an eyebrow and he's like, yeah, I recognize you from the swamp.
Yeah.
You were part of the
That
The other goblin clan in the swamp, right?
yeah, the one you borrowed all that money from for your journeys.
Money, what's that?
About 3,000 gold.
What's
It's
gold?
those shiny little pebbles. Shiny little pebbles you find on the ground sometimes.
Oh, I love shiny pebbles. I've got a
Those
bunch
are
of
in like a
pebbles in here. They're not really
box or
shiny, but I like them. There's a
in
lot
a
of pebbles
bag.
inside. If you look underneath in the
Sam.
bottom of the boat, there's like a bunch of
We
pebbles.
don't need money.
If you
Just
find any yellow ones,
stop.
give them to me. I'm just collecting them for a project I'm working on.
But Gary, my more important question is, will you be my friend? Do you like the swamp? Is actually a better question.
Of course, I'll be your Cleet. It's good to have friends.
It is good to have friends.
Smelly, swampy friends.
All right. Well, now that we're all good friends,
Yes, the best of friends.
have you been casting any magic from in this room since you've been on this boat?
Specifically
No.
interplanar magic.
No.
Did you
I
make
don't
a
know how to do
portal?
interplanar. I didn't make an
What
interplanar
happened
magic.
to the portal?
Insight check. A 6. Never mind.
Seems to be telling all of the truths. He's like, no, I don't really know how to make a void portal.
Can someone
What
who's not
happened
an idiot maybe roll
To
insight
the
check?
one that was opened in this room within the last hour.
Sam just rolled a 1.
Sam can't roll a 1.
Sam,
Yeah,
you're intently looking at Cleet, trying to figure out what's up with this guy. But like right over his shoulder, your eyes changes focus to what's behind him, and right behind him is a barrel of whiskey. That's like of a very prestigious brand that you're like, oh, completely lose your train of thought.
This is the one that literally dances on your tongue. I love this kind.
Yes, as a matter of fact, actually, it's called Tongue Dancer Distilleries. It's from Volska. Or is it Volskaya?
What I'm doing
Yeah.
tonight.
Lastly, Sunset, give me a insight check.
Please help us.
$13.
Okay, yeah. It's fairly obvious what he's doing. You see him like he's like, no, I don't know anything about a portal, and he keeps looking over at the wall of the hull of the boat to the right of him, which is north on the map. And he keeps looking at the wall, like just a blank space on the wall, and looking back at you, and looking at the wall and looking back at you.
Okay. I'm gonna head that direction cautiously
Okay.
in case the portal is still there and invisible.
And I'll have my boom tube move up in that direction.
Oh no, hold on.
Should I make
The tokens are in the wrong place. Jesus Christ.
Yep.
You guys are all in there.
We're in
There.
one room
Okay.
to the right.
So who's walking over to the wall?
So I'm gonna, I guess, go like over there. Kind of
As you get
deal
closer,
with my magics.
As you get closer, you sense no new magic. Definitely the level of BO in this corner of the room is a little bit worse, but that's beyond that, nothing else.
Mm.
Like,
Has his demeanor changed at all since I started moving towards where he was glancing?
He's looking at you, and his eyes are getting a little bigger.
Okay.
Hey, Cleet, why don't you come over here? I see something interesting on this wall.
He said, "What's so interesting on the wall?"
It's kind of dark in here. You have to get closer to see it. Come on. Start grabbing Cleet by the arm.
Give me I guess a persuasion check.
Oh, okay. +7. 25.
Hell yeah.
Friends.
Did it not go through?
A lot of
yet?
us are very good at persuasion.
Hold on 1 second. It seems to have freaked out here. Why is it not working? Interesting. Oh yeah, so he's like, oh, okay, and he walks over there. Walks next to you, and he's just kind of like shifty eye looking around. That's about it.
You seem uncomfortable, Cleet. What's wrong?
Well, I normally. Oh, I'm sorry. We have someone in the chat, Mr. Ben Beal, great 9th Age player from Portland. So everyone say hi to Ben. He's our one viewer right now.
Hey, man.
Welcome, Ben.
What's up, Oregon?
He walks over and he's
Ben,
like,
one of the hosts of Mid-Table Menaces.
he is one of the hosts of the Mid-Table Menaces. Good call. Good call.
Great
What's
podcast.
Mid-Table Menaces?
It's a 9th Age podcast with That's All Pacific Northwest guys.
A young 9th Age podcast that has been excellent so far. Keep it up,
And
man.
surely you can include a link to that podcast in the description of this video.
Oh, I'd have to search for it.
Right.
Someone else do it.
Or Ben can give it to you.
Oh,
Go
Ben.
off
Yeah,
board.
Ben, link your podcast in the chat. I can't do it. I'm DMing. Give me a break.
That's permanent. Sweet.
So Cleet snuggles up to Urki and says, "Well, Urki friend, I don't like to. I made a promise to another friend, like a new friend, that I wouldn't tell his secret."
All right, I'm gonna grab him by the collar again and shake him and say, "This is my boat. You better tell me what's going on right now, or I'm gonna throw you off of my boat."
Oh, damn.
And
Okay.
intimidation,
Some strong
What
words.
did this friend look like?
12.
Cleet is very weak-willed. That is a pass.
Thank
he
goodness.
says, "All right, I made friends with this really cool guy named Silnorian. He was like this. Like I'm from the swamp, so I like the swamp. The Silnorian's from the forest, which is, it's a little different, but but we connected over that. And he was here on the boat, and he said hi to me, and we talked about swamp friends and about forest friends. And then he said he has to go, but he said don't tell anyone. And then he made a portal on that wall open and went through it, and now it's gone.
What does
I recognize
Silnorian
the
look
name.
like?
Silnorian, Sylnoran.
Do I recognize the name?
You recognize it as Sylvan.
Yeah, Sunset starts cursing, probably in Draconic.
Wait. What do you do? What?
Well, I'm cursing in Draconic.
Cursing in Draconic.
And then now I'm gonna grab Cleet by the arm and say, well, let's go take a look at what your friend did. out here.
I like the tough justice. I like this. This is like
Damn.
teaching a kid a lesson.
I don't know if Cleet can handle this. It's gonna
Okay,
grow up a lot today.
Oh, he's
yeah,
gonna grow
well,
up.
Sunset is not happy right now.
So you take him by the hand and you take him into this room here. Basically, this whatever this is in the center. mast or whatever it is. That's the body. At this point, knights from the boat have gathered around the body. The captain there, Wisewell, is there. Luke is there. And Porky is there. And as you drag Cleet along to this dead body, Cleet says, "Oh no, who is that? Oh, I don't like dead bodies. Oh, this gives me the creeps."
Aid intimidation.
Welcome to the work of your new friend.
Hey,
Give me
did your friend say if he was coming back?
No, he didn't say. He just said he had to go.
Did he say where he went to?
No, he didn't.
What did you all talk about?
Well,
You
we
said you talked
talked.
for quite a while.
We talked about trees, and we talked about streams, and we talked about ponds, and we talked about rocks, and we talked about goblins and goblin friends. We also talked about bugs and birds, and all those.
Was that you talking or was that him talking? Is it mostly you talking?
He talked too, but he liked all the things that I liked. That's why he's my friend. But he keeps looking at the body, and give me a persuasion check, Sunset.
Can I say something prior to that just to kind of augment it? I don't necessarily think it'll get me any advantage. I just want to
Sure, go for it.
add to it. Friends don't kill the family members of other friends.
Oh, dark.
Yeah, well, nothing I'm saying isn't true. So
You're the one who killed Sam's brother, so
God.
I mean,
You're
Swamp
gonna
Swimmer.
crush.
You're
You're
the
gonna
one who
crush
killed.
Cleet. Cleet, you're gonna crush him.
I
Sunset,
mean,
would
you
you?
Swamp Swimmer,
I
not
don't-
Cleet.
I don't necessarily know about that. Hold on, I'm on the wrong character sheet, and now I gotta wait for it to reload because
I think we'll stab first, then crush him.
Wait, you gotta be honest with these guys. We've had a long day and lost some good people. So
you said persuasion,
no-
right?
Persuasion
no more
now.
half truths.
14.
Tell it all.
All right, there you go. You see, his happy, smiling face slowly, go blank a little bit, and his smile turns into a flat, non-expression. All the emotion goes out of his face, and he's like, "Silnorian did that? Why would Silnorian do that? He's my friend. He was so nice. I don't understand. Why did he do that?"
Are you a good guy or a bad guy, Cleet?
I'm a good guy.
Then why are you friends with a bad guy? A
Okay,
murderer.
You see his brain go into an infinite programming loop where it can't answer the questions. It's going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And he's like, swamp friends are supposed to be good, but Silnorian wasn't good. What is the meaning to my existence? Why am I here?
Look, Cleet, you can still be good. But this Silnorian seems to have tricked you and played on your friendly nature and manipulated you in a way that made you think he was your friend. But he really wasn't. He was just trying to get onto our boat to kill our friends.
Aw, are all of my swamp friends bad people? Are you bad people?
No. We haven't tried to kill any of your other friends, have we?
But Silnorian said he was a good person. I don't. Can I go back to my room?
You know what? Yes, Cleet, you can. And if the portal opens up again, I want you to yell real loud until one of us gets there.
All right, you see him slowly walk back to the room. Normally he'd be, skipping or hopping or something. You see him just walk to the storeroom, close the door behind him, and all four of you give me a perception check.
To see if we hear him crying.
Okay.
20.
Yep, exactly. You
And-
hear a low, quiet sob as he's coming from the room.
Porky, you're a bartender. That young man needs your help.
Hey, lady. Okay, I see what you're saying. I'll take care of it. And you see him walk over the door and quietly and peek in and. You
Hey,
hear like
buddy.
hey, buddy. You hear like a corking sound, like a bloop, like a cork coming out of a bottle, and that's where we'll leave it with them right now.
So we acquired a cleat.
What time of
A
day
much
is it?
wiser Cleet. Hopefully.
Typical.
A soul shattered cleat.
Okay.
It was gonna
Go find
happen
your friends.
sometime. Better that it be among friends.
Yeah.
That's true.
Not necessarily better that it was because of friends.
All right, so you now are currently
This is a
surrounded by
complicated
Yeah, it's tough.
Wisewell and Luke are there, with a handful of knights. You do see everyone else has now shown up. You see Darius and Giovanni and Marguerite, all kind of milling about, looking at the body.
His name was Tuna, and he was my third favorite brother. And now he
I'm
has.
really torn up about him.
So as you start speaking, everyone kind of like makes a semicircle around the front of you. Everyone takes off their hat, bows their head.
He has joined the long line of deceased sandwiches in the great
Name
deli in the sky.
was Tuna Sandwich. His name was Tuna Sandwich. I'll just be chanting slowly and low in the background while you do your thing.
I like it. Nice.
I need Sam to give me a persuasion check at advantage because Lode's helping you.
Am I? Am I
Yeah.
really?
19.
I
There we
think you
go.
are.
21 and 24, I guess.
24. Okay. As you're saying this, like you see when everyone looking at you in the eyes, little tears forming in the corners of their eyes, and like they start nodding. They're like, yeah, you're right. He was a good guy. All of a sudden, in the back of the crowd, someone starts saying, "He was Tuna Sandwich. He was Tuna Sandwich. He was Tuna Sandwich." And
I'm gonna motion to Sam and say, I think it's time we returned him to the sea.
No?
Nice.
Return him to the sea.
Call back to the joke from last time. I had to do it. I was waiting for my moment.
All right. It's time to be one with your with your namesake.
All right, so the crowd's all into it. They like pallbearers go on the 6 pallbearers go to each side of him, and they cover him with a sheet, and they lift him on his shoulders. On they're like he's laying on their shoulders, and they're not like holding him, like they're like somberly walking off the ship in unison.
Coffin dance scenario.
Yes, coffin dance, exactly.
All right.
And
A New Orleans funeral parade, but just around a ship.
as you walk out the door, you see Marguerite there, praying with their hands cupped together. You see Darius with like he's like covering his mouth with
Softly weeping.
no weeping. And Giovanni's got a drink in his hand, and he's cheersing the air and like looking at the tuna sandwich.
To tuna sandwich.
To tuna. Here we go, everyone. To tuna sandwich.
The tuna sandwich.
Nobody walks away from a sandwich.
You get to the top deck. A few more words by Sam is spoken, and he is summarily chucked overboard. On the top deck, you do find Ham Sandwich, who is just learning of this whole situation right now.
Oh no, is he dead too?
Ham is
Say
furious and he's screaming.
Right.
He's like a, like a
Inconsolable.
inconsolable is like throwing himself on the body and then throwing himself on the people around him. It's like, why did this happen? Sam, you got to tell me why this happened. Who is the
Sweet brother was murdered.
who is the murderer? I'll get him.
By
I'll
some-
kill him. I'll string him up, and I'll make him know what a sandwich does to a murderer.
By some Sylvan trash. Don't worry. We'll find him. Skin him alive. He goes by the name of Silverian.
Silnarian, but close enough.
That
Silnorin.
Sunset will correct you.
He's known as Todd Smith.
Sunset will not correct you.
Yeah. So this whole kind of funeral-esque situation plays itself out. Eventually, Ham gains a little bit of composure, and he heads back to his quarters. Yeah, and everyone's left on the top deck. Is there anything you guys want to do now? In this moment? If not, I'm going to do a little bit of a time jump.
Oh, now there's no dead body here. I can think.
There has been time jump includes a long rest.
Yeah, that's what I want to do in this moment is long rest.
All right.
Always thinking.
Time
Sure.
jump it is. Everyone kind of goes back to their quarters. It's a little bit of downtime. Everyone's a little shaken up from this whole experience. 2 murders within a day.
I was
and-
serious about the cleat alarm, by the way.
Yeah, he heard you.
You don't mind to start off? I'm gonna bring something to Sam. It's a little
Oh,
little
Jesus.
stick, the wand, and it's like, all right, Sam, I made this for you. I know this will help you avenge Tuna's death. Within this object is the heat metal spell.
Ooh.
Do that up to 10 times.
Have you named this stick by any chance? I was thinking like maybe some play on tuna, maybe like fish stick, something like
Fish
that.
stick.
I'll leave it to Sam to name this. What better way
I
to
deem
honor
thee
it?
fish stick.
Excellent,
So,
excellent.
Thank you. Thank you, friend.
All right, so at the top deck now, the Claude is has been lashed to the mast. He's quiet now, but you can still see his eyes are wide, big, wide, bloodshot eyes.
Is he looking in any particular direction or attempting to look in any particular direction?
No direction in particular. Oh no, he's looking north. He's definitely looking north to where the ship was that sunk. Looking toward that ship. And also where you dropped the axe into the ocean.
Okay, yeah, that's what I essentially wanted clarity on. Although I guess I don't know exactly how much time has passed, but
Oh, it's been
I guess we
hours.
haven't moved.
It is definitely
okay.
getting, the sun is setting. So Wisewell joins you on the top deck and he says, well, what we're gonna do here is this is one kind of scary pertinacious situation, and I need a little bit of help from you fellers. Where do you want to go? Are we continuing to Agua Dulce? Or are we going after that pirate them there? That scallywagging, mother clucking, shenanigan doing pirate that took on one of our boats. What do you want to do there, Marshal?
I think we have a mission, and we need to continue on that. We will post double watches to look out for the return of the pirates, but we can't let policing the Great Ocean distract us from the crusade.
My God, that you are one smart gentleman, I have to say there, Lode, my Marshal. You're right. We have a mission.
I get that often.
We have to continue on our mission. Luke, get up there in that damn bird nest up there, and keep your eyes peeled. And you see Luke, without a word, nod and kind of scramble up the mast, kind of using Claude's head and neck and head and shoulder as like steps to get up. And he said, "Okay, we are setting sail for Agua Dulce. Everyone, enjoy your trip. Let's everyone stay to your rooms, because I don't want no more murders." All right, so first test here. I'm assuming everyone's resting, so everyone gets a long rest. So, approximately a week of time passes. On the 4th or 5th day, I need everyone to take a what would be like sailing? Isn't sailing check a thing? Isn't that one of the checks you can do?
Yeah, but if you want to say we were seasick, you can do like Constitution.
No, it's not seasickness.
Okay. I don't know.
I mean, that would have to be like
maybe?
vehicles.
Because we're not the sailors, right? We're not like managing the ship. We're the passengers.
I know.
Which would be a tool proficiency, which I'm sure none of us have.
It really depends on what specifically you're trying to have us do.
Are we pulling ropes that need strength? Are we?
Give me a nature check.
Okay.
Nature.
I'm into that. Ooh. 10.
I'm not.
0.
Sam got a 0.
Wait, what?
Isn't that
How
impossible
is that even
for
possible?
you, Sam?
1 minus 1.
So you could re-roll a 1.
I got a 14.
Yeah,
I just fell in the water and died, apparently.
that's impressive.
So 10 for Erky, 0 for Sam, 14 for Lode. What'd you get, Sunset?
15.
Okay. Sunsets the halfway through the week. You notice that the sun keeps setting to the fuck, I already forgot the port versus what's right hand side of the boat?
Starboard.
Starboard.
Just say left or right, because I don't even know. You're not even.
Yeah,
you're,
it's fine.
It's
Yeah,
not
left or
even gonna.
The sun is setting
no,
on the
this
right
matters.
side of the boat, and you know the sun's supposed to be setting in front of you.
Ah, so we are headed south.
Yes. That's bad.
Well, we did need to go south for a little bit, right?
Not
well,
from
maybe
where
not.
we were.
But
From that gap. Oh, like once we're out. Yeah, they should have been straight across. So yeah, let's talk with the captain. It's like, hey, buddy.
Hey.
yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I
Hey
would
there.
I'll
like to
mention
speak
it to
the captain.
Lode.
You mentioned to
and let
load.
Lode handle it. Yeah. I'll mention it to Lode and let Lode handle it.
Yes, I would like to have a word with the captain.
Load. What can I do for you there, sir? What can I do for you there?
So, Wisewell, it has just come to my attention that we are sailing south instead of east, or instead of west. Why is that?
You see here, Load. Navigation is a very complicated and detailed process that takes many years of training. And I'm sorry, but I don't think you understand the complexities that go along with.
Don't bullshit me, Captain. Why are we sailing south
Give
when
me
Varentia is west?
give me an intimidation check.
I'm going to add the flash of genius. I think that's reaction.
mean,
That's
well, you-
+5 to your roll.
You're not even there.
That
you
would
don't
make
even
it
know
a
about it.
23,
All right, fine.
but it's an 18 either
it-
way.
it's an 18.
That's why he's a
Saints.
genius.
Well, you see, oh jeez, oh Jesus, Load. You see, you hired me to be the navigator too. I might have made a mistake. I'm maybe not the best navigator out there on the oceans. Please,
Here's
please,
a question:
please don't tell anyone.
Is the sun setting? Then
It-
put it in front of us.
But oh god, oh god, and so if you look on the map here,
Like the first mate, because he's like not the only sailor on the ship. So, like,
you
Or
have
the
actually
officers are-
gone.
you know.
Let's see here. This is the route you traveled in the past week, and you are now here.
What? We're getting close to
I
that
mean-
island.
Do we know that,
You now know
Well,
that.
or is that kind of our
Yeah.
best guess?
That's your best guess.
We should have been there by now.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
If you straight lined it, it would take 3 weeks to get there. What I say, a month before, yeah. So.
So
This is all Lode. We don't know. The rest of us don't even know. Well, we know we're not going in the right direction, but we're not.
I
privy to the
know.
Conversation, right?
from now on, you just captain the ship, and you will get navigation information directly from me at the beginning of each day. Okay? I'm not going to give you enough chances to screw this up again. My colleagues and I will confer and figure out the direction that we need to go, and you will go that direction. Can you handle that, Captain?
Yes, sir. I can do that. Yeah.
Good. I know that you can captain the ship. I believe in your abilities to do that. I will take away the part that you're screwing up, and I think you're going to do great.
Oh, okay, Marshall. I'll do the best I can. Sorry. If you do, can you do me a little favor and just Don't tell anyone that I messed up the navigation.
So, remind me exactly what your fee was for this journey.
Shoot, I already forgot. I should need to write
Like
these things
5,000.
down. I think it was
Yeah, I
5,000.
believe it was like
Yeah.
5,000 out of the 20, and it was supposed
Let's-
to include like all the officers, navigator to these things, and
Since you're
guess he
no
didn't hire them.
longer the navigator, let's just cut your fee in half, and I won't tell anyone.
Okay.
We will
You know-
have
You know what?
morning meetings.
That's a fair trade. I accept and I humbly accept
private.
your ingraciousness and your perpleptitude and
2/3.
understanding of my situation.
2/3, and we keep quiet.
now, sunset.
Half
You don't.
half for removing the job. 1/6 for keeping quiet. My math is probably off on that.
If you screw up again, it goes to 2/3. How about that, champ?
Yeah, yes, sir. That's fair.
All right. So from now on, we have morning meetings, and we will give you your heading for the day.
I like the idea that our morning meetings are just like, where's the sun coming up? Okay, we need
Yeah.
to go that way.
Between the four of us, we should be able to say, okay, that's west.
All right.
Or,
So
you know,
you set the right
northwest.
course now. You're heading northwest to get to Aqua Dulce. Off the left side of the boat, you do see islands off the left, and you can see on the map here. This is the Caracin Islands. I need everyone to take a history check.
History.
13.
Plus 5.
12.
9.
You guys know that this is an outpost for highborn elves, but
Oh,
you
Not my
don't,
forte.
you don't really remember the specifics. But you
excellent.
remember from history books and stories when you were younger that this chain of islands. What's the right word for a chain of islands? A key? No,
Archipelago.
archipelago. Thank you. This archipelago is something bad happened here. Like, you remember, it used to be occupied by highborn elves, but it's surrounded in mystery.
Ooh, mystery.
Spooky.
Spooky.
Probably got what was coming to them.
Probably. We carry on.
Mm.
All right, so you
Guys,
carry on.
mystery.
I need. So this is the rest of the.
Oh,
Well,
fun.
that was another week. So I need Lode and Sunset to give me a just roll a d20. This is a navigation check. Which would be, let's do give me
Nature,
nature check.
Okay. Same plus for me, so. I got a 9. Do better than that. I did say the four of us, my colleagues and I.
But you're the marshal.
I was hoping that would involve the people who are smarter than me about things like this.
What did you
I am
get?
a natural leader.
What did you get, Lode? What
9.
did you
A
want me to
9.
hire then? Okay. Good. I got the same, -4.
Ooh, goodness gracious.
The whole intention was to have Erky and Sam and make this like a committee thing.
But this is the situation I don't want all four of you rolling. Because it just increases
No,
Even
your
if
that's
that's
for
like specifically the plan, if it's for the whole crusade to get us there, it's important enough that all four of us should be involved in this discussion.
You rolled a 9. Let's see here. You continue to
This
travel.
should be an easy.
And you,
Well,
Can I still
an
use-
easy check is
as you're heading out,
Still. higher than 9.
you run into some fog. You run into 3 days worth of thick fog. And you cannot see where the coastline is. You cannot see the sun, really. It's just thick, dense fog.
I would tell the captain to stay as stationary as possible during that, so
Drop
that we
anchor.
don't just get totally lost. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
drop anchor if it's not too deep.
Are there ships inside of each other of our mini fleet?
Oh,
Are we
I
still
mean,
full in group?
Yeah,
one of
you're
them's
still-
gone.
You're still
filled
with Wa's
psycho
boat.
people.
Wa and Zenislav are on
Did
the
he
other
come out of
boat.
hiding? Did he come out of hiding finally?
Wa? Yeah, he came out of hiding.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Was he sufficiently chastised for hiding when?
I don't know. He was on
should've
the other
been
boat.
fighting.
You don't really know.
Mm,
We'll tell the stories later on.
how we keel-hauled him for abandoning his post in a time of need.
We'll just write
That's
songs
perfect.
about how
That's what
he
you do, right?
bravely ran away. But yeah, until the fog breaks, we would like to stay stationary.
Okay. So yeah, let's
So that we
delete
don't
all
get
of
lost.
those. Where's the eraser on roll 20? Eraser. I don't know. You end up here.
Okay, so we've drifted a bit.
So you end up staying still for approximately 2 days. 3 days. 3 days. On the third night, in the middle of the night, there's a commotion. People are yelling. You guys, you wake up out of your sleep, and there's a commotion on the top deck. What
Open
would
to
you
the top
guys?
deck here, see what's going on.
Yeah.
Yeah,
to
pretty
top deck.
much. Pretty much.
Yeah, let's
Or
go
it's
up
just
there.
wait in our cabin to drown. That seems
Yeah.
like a good plan B.
You go to the top deck, and let's go back to my boat picture here.
Oh yeah, is Claude still behind locked doors with guards?
Claude
No, he
is
was
still
lashed to the mast.
lashed to the mast. Someone has been feeding him,
Oh.
so he's not gonna die. But draped
I
over
assume
the
he's
railing,
still rabid.
basically draped over the railing, right here. You see a body draped over the railing.
Who did you kill this time?
The captain?
Draped,
Not even bothering with the body.
draped over the
Where-
railing
okay.
is none other than Giovanni.
Oh, my
okay.
meal
This is interesting.
Yeah, your meal ticket. Oh
I would-
no.
Like to investigate the body because I want to know if it was the same thing that killed Tuna and Helen, or if it was more of a Flor Leone family kind of signature. 12.
16 Arcana check to portal to detect.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
16.
Yeah.
You don't see anything.
Nope.
Nothing.
Our that was Arcana.
Yeah.
Like magically did. Okay.
And then I got a 12.
No magic. If you noticed, that was just from your naked eye. If
For
you want to
me?
cast detect magic, for instance, that might make a difference. But
Well, I don't have detect magic.
I don't have that on my QI. I just have combat stuff. I probably should diversify a bit.
Lode. Give me an investigation check. Is that a
I
check?
did. It was a 12. Yeah.
12. Okay. You pull Giovanni off of the railing, and he lands with a thud and he lands on his back, and you see from his face that he's pale, he's dead, his eyes are bulging out, and you see foam coming out of his mouth.
Okay, so there are not arrows in him like the other ones.
No arrows.
Or like
No arrows, no slit throat.
slit throat. Okay,
Um,
gotcha.
Pinned to his shirt is a letter. Like a waxed sealed letter.
Is it addressed to anyone?
Yeah, what does the seal look like?
It is
Is it
it is a ship with 3 masts. The seal.
all right? Well, we'll open it.
You open it, and inside you see a letter addressed to the Godfather, the head of the Florleone family. It is a letter describing how the North Taffrian Trading Company is investing in has invested in the Crusade, and how asking the Florleone family how if they would like to join in their investment. Signed, Zenislav.
So this was like pinned to the outside of Giovanni's shirt, right?
No, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. It wasn't pinned to him. It was sticking out of his lapel kind of thing. So like, he slid it into his
it was
jacket
like on
kind of
his
situation.
person.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Was it already open,
No, it was not.
Or
Or
was
it
this like-
still sealed?
or was it was probably planted on the body?
Yeah, a message
That's
for whoever found
that's
the body.
for your own imagination to determine, but it was not open. The seal was still intact.
Or maybe he was delivering it to the Godfather, although kind of going the wrong direction for that.
Unless somebody was purposefully slowing us down so somebody could catch up.
Ooh.
We haven't been making the greatest time so far, so it's certainly possible. Well, we're getting really good at burials at sea. Are we?
How are we doing on supplies?
Anybody want to say anything?
Well,
You
about this
have
one?
you have gone through approximately half of your supplies.
Even with all of the
Well,
people that have
At the
died?
rate the crew is dying, it might not be a problem.
It'll be fine.
I'm talking like I'm talking about the whole supplies for the whole ship.
Yeah, not just Victor.
Right.
Okay. Well, we'll have
I
to do
assume
some
Sam
foraging.
is squirreled away.
Ben says in
reserve.
exclamation points, "It's the navigator." Yes. The alarm went up. There's multiple people on the deck now. You see Wisewell is up there. Luke's up there. Porky is not up there. Darius is not up there. But Marguerite is. And
Oh,
Griffin.
yes.
And Griffin. Marguerite approaches Lode. Says, "Lode, are you okay?"
I'm fine, Marguerite. Thank you. For your safety for the rest of the voyage, I would like you to remain in your room, in your quarters. I will be having all non-essential sailing personnel
With what you
confined
see-
to their quarters for
It
the rest
seems like
of
she's
the,
not even listening to you, and she says, "Lode, I'm so scared. I feel so alone and exposed.
Well,
I need your
you,
protective strong arms. I'm just so scared. I'm so scared. All of a sudden, she takes it to a new level, and she starts just incoherently screaming.
Just screaming.
What does that sound like?
I'd like to insight this.
Like, what do you
Oh.
want me to do?
Give me an insight check.
What kind of check
Oh,
is
man.
that? I'm not gonna smack her.
It'll only be a 12, but I'm not really interested in the result, except that is she hamming it up? That's all I really want to know.
You
I'm
rolled a
not going to
12.
say anything about it. Yeah, I rolled a 12.
You have a decent amount of experience hanging around Marguerite. This is not her style. She is a stalwart, strong woman. Her freaking out and succumbing to hysteria is very out of character for her.
Lode, what are you gonna do? Your life partner is feeling distressed.
All right, so I will grab her and shake her and say, "Get a hold of yourself, Marguerite. You need to take strength from the lady in this kind of a moment.
Why can't I not touch these?
And
What's going on?
remember-
Oh, that's why.
Your training, whatever that is exactly."
Remember your training. Give me a persuasion check.
And also, I need you to confine yourself to your room for the rest of the voyage. Because there you will be safe and you will not have to be afraid.
Give me a persuasion check.
God damn it. A 10.
All right, hold
But
on.
shouldn't the greatest love of your life be by your side in these trying times, Lode?
Sam, why are you even here? Will you please go away?
What's a good? Oh, wait, this is definitely a good Marguerite.
He
token
makes an
here.
excellent point, Lode.
Marguerite continues to yell, continues to scream, and heads.
You're
heads
using my old token.
yeah, because look at that. That's a Marguerite token right there, if I've ever seen one.
Yeah. Burly arms. I guess we knew that. Quite a beard.
And she comes to the edge of the railing, grabs the railing, looks over the railing, and then just hits another crescendo of screaming. I need
Insight, Arcana, what?
I need
What do you want?
Sunset, Erky, and Sam to all take a perception check.
Okay, I'll boost mine. So, dirty 21.
Dirty 20.
Oblivious to the world.
And last,
Even though apparently Sam is standing right there.
Lode, I need you to take a dexterity check.
Is it a dexterity check or a dexterity saving throw?
Check.
Okay. Hold on. 1 second. I have a thing, but I want to make sure it's only dex saving throws. Yeah. Okay. A 7.
Oh, God. All right. You continue to look at Marguerite in confusion as she looks over the edge of the boat. And before you can react, something comes up the side of the boat. Oh, Oh, that's
What
that
the-
token.
What?
That token is way too big. Hold on 1 second.
Like,
Okay,
you're gonna
I was
eat both of
completely
you.
prepared for something else.
Crawling up the
I-
netting
I
on
am
the side of
frankly
the
shocked.
boat is upper half is a woman's body, an elven woman's body. Lower half is a snake, and she
Oh,
has
great.
snakes for hair.
Oh,
And
shit.
she is looking
Oh,
at
no.
Marguerite and basically
shit.
doing pinwheel eyes. And I need everyone to roll initiative.
13 for Urki.
All right, here we go. Urki, add to turn 13.
A 9.
20 for Sam.
I'm
16.
rolling some real stinkers tonight.
All right, what did Sunset get?
16.
16. And Sam, you said a 20?
Yep.
20. And the Medusa. Everyone take a quick history check.
Oh man, I do not know about these.
25.
7.
25? Wow.
Yeah.
I only got a 10.
Wicked
What
smart.
is what's Urki's history?
Urki, you're the only one who knows about these Medusas. They are creatures that serve the Dread Elves. They are, they basically haunt the oceans, and you've heard stories and, stories around the Unicorn's Bounty when you were there having a drink of sailors talking about Medusas turning whole boats of seamen into like hysterical messes and like causing panics and riots almost. And then the myth is that they then they cause the people to go comatose and they drag them to the bottom of the ocean.
Okay.
That sounds more like a siren. Than a
Yeah, it
Medusa.
might, but this is 9th Age, so it goes where I want it to go.
Oh, okay.
It's called a
Okay.
Gorgon.
A Gorgon, thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. So yes,
Okay.
as
Less bad.
coming up, the Gorgon comes over the top rail. Let's see here.
Clayton, we found you a friend.
Uh-oh. He comes up and swipes on Marguerite. Woo! Natural 20. Oh man, I'm doing this too slow. Hold on 1 second. All right, 12. Oh my goodness, 16. 28 plus 10 is 38 points. It comes up and it basically like it reaches up with its hands and big claws like come out of its fingertips, and it slices across Marguerite's face and chest as she's screaming in terror. And she screams out in a whimper and falls over backwards. It is now Sam's turn.
Well, crap. I'm gonna hold my action until after Lode goes.
All right. It is now Sunset's turn.
Okay. Um. Hmm. Okay. I'm gonna start off and use this opportunity to find out something that I'm sure most of us have been wondering about for some time.
Mm-hmm.
Does the skill on my dress still work?
Oh, well, you can attempt to use it. It is a bonus action to
That
do
is
so.
what I'm doing right now.
Where are you trying to go?
Right there.
Okay, hold on one second.
Also, only you have been wondering about that sunset. I think everybody else forgot.
Fair enough.
Now
I'm really interested to know.
you use that bonus action. You concentrate on
forgot.
the spot you're going. You're used to you're used to like the everything blurring in behind you as you go really fast to that spot. But instead, it like the blurring is not straight and it streaks to the right, and you end up right there.
Wonderful.
I'll take an action.
At least
That
it
was
didn't
that was a
teleport
bonus
you
action.
off the
That was
ship.
your bonus action.
Okay.
That was a bonus. Well, it wouldn't have mattered if it had teleported me off the ship. So, okay, so that was my bonus action. Well, at least it didn't cost me my movement.
True.
Did cost me my bonus.
And let's see here.
Take
I just want
action
check
to
one
do
thing
that.
Here. Okay. Okay. How much action? How much damage did I say I did to Marguerite?
38.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah.
That's a lot for a civilian.
Yeah, if she's like a commoner stat block, she's like straight up dead.
Yep.
They have like 10 HP.
One HP.
Oh,
I think.
1 HP. Then she's dead
Yeah.
like 35 times over.
She's
Yeah.
not
It
dead,
seems
but
rather low.
she's not dead, but she is unconscious. For
Okay,
sure.
so she has a stat block. That's something.
That saves.
She just got even
Cool.
hotter.
What you doing? Come on, Sunset.
Okay, well, I think I'm still gonna try to do this, but it's gonna take multiple turns.
All right. What are you doing this turn?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Be right there. That's my full movement.
Okay.
And then I will use my action to let's go with a classic. Let's go with a classic. I'm gonna cast Magic Missile at the 4th level,
Okay.
which will be
Magic missile at 4th level.
so that's 3. 2nd level would be 4, 5. So 6d4 plus 1.
All right. Go ahead. Do I take a? You rolled a hit, right?
No, it's auto hit. Auto
Do
damage.
do I get a DC save?
Nope. Auto
No,
damage.
Magic missile is just
Yeah.
auto hit.
It's just
Oh,
straight damage,
great.
but it's
How much
it's
damage you
why
did?
it's
really
good.
low. I am calculating it now.
And also, how many sources of damage is it in case there's concentration?
Right. It will be 6 sources of damage.
Okay. He is not
Yeah,
concentrating,
it's different
so it's okay.
missiles.
Yeah. 7, 10, 13, 21
21.
force damage.
21, you said?
21 force damage.
Gotcha. All right. It is now Erky's turn.
Alright, I'm gonna move a little bit. I moved the boom tube off screen because it doesn't exist yet. I haven't cast it. So I moved down to the stairs, so I'm a little bit closer to Lode, and I am gonna cast Haste, 3rd level spell, on. Ooh.
Thank you.
So I'll read it off. So until it ends, so it's concentration one of my concentration. So if he takes damage, it doesn't matter. So my concentration, target speed is doubled. It gains +2 AC, advantage on Dex saving throw, an additional action that can be used for a single attack or dash hide, blah blah blah. So probably just another attack. Extra attack +2 AC is probably what's going to be most relevant in the battle. Cool.
All right.
That's my turn.
All right. It is now Lode's turn.
Okay. I will
Make me proud.
scream very loudly, thank you, as I enrage. And I'm just
Now, are you
gonna
enraging because you drank a beer, or are you enraging because your lady love is in danger?
I'm enraging because there's a monster in front of me that's attacking my boat.
Fair enough.
Hoping that she dies. That's real classy.
I didn't. Did you say I'm hoping she dies?
Damn.
Then-
Probably not.
No,
concerned
honestly, it
for
cut
the-
out. So I'm asking. I am concerned for her well-being. I'm not buying into the bullshit that you guys are shipping on me. I'm going to make some attacks. Change the subject here. All right, so this is 3 attacks against the Gorgon, all at advantage. First one is an 18.
That hits.
Second one is a 15.
That does not hit.
And then the last one's a 27.
Oh, is that a 24 or a 14 for the second attack?
Hang on.
D&D Beyond says 24.
Yeah. I'm seeing 18, 24, 27 for your
Yeah.
3 attacks.
Now I lost my numbers here on my screen. Yes, 24. My bad. I was looking at the wrong number
They all hit.
for the advantage. Okay. So 3 times damage. That would be 15 plus 15. I'm sorry, 15 plus 18 plus. Jesus, that's 2 max damages plus 18.
So 18 twice is
So-
36, plus 15 is 52.
You go
Damn.
avenge your lady love. Well
You're-
done, sir. Well
you're-
done.
You're including the +2 from your now augmented axe on whatever one that was?
Yeah, that's baked into my
Good
profile.
rolls. Okay.
So you
I did
take
add
out
the
your
+3
axe
for
and
rage.
say something close to, "How dare you touch my woman!" And you
I did not say that.
and then you swing
Everybody
3
heard it.
times, and the creature, the Gorgon, screeches out in pain. It is now Sam's turn if he would like.
I am ready for action. I'm just gonna run over here and attack this thing with my stabby stick.
Stabby stick.
Let's just see what happens. Oh, glorious. Reroll on that. 25 to hit. Is this thing distracted or engaged in any way with anything else besides me?
It's in
I mean,
combat.
I just did
It's
52 damage to it.
it's in combat with Lode for sure.
Alrighty. Then I guess we will do a bit more than 8. How about 26 damage?
I mean, that could work. 26.
And I'm going to disengage and move back over here
Oh boy.
somewhere.
Again, you stab it in its side and it screeches out in pain, but it's still alive. And it is now its turn. It screeches out in pain and then basically like grasps almost like slithers its snake body around the hand railing. And basically before your eyes, there's like the mist behind him goes up and wraps around his body, and as the mist fades away, he's gone. I need everyone to take a perception check.
One.
Ooh, big old one.
Dirty 20.
Also a dirty 20.
Okay. Everyone, or Lode and Sunset, he disappears. It disappears, and when you look around, you notice it's up in the crow's nest, curled around the mast of the ship. And let's see here. That's its action, so that's all I can really do. And then,
Misty stepped.
as you look over at the mast, you see a peculiar sight. 2 more snake-like bodies are coming up the other, over the banister on the opposite side of the ship. It is now Sam's turn.
Oh boy.
Oh, no, actually, before that, hold on one second. I totally completely forgot to do this. Okay. You see Marguerite on the floor, still on her back. You see her breathing. It is now Sam's turn again.
I want to set something on fire, but I know we shouldn't because we're on a boat.
Has that ever
Well,
stopped?
maybe
Don't worry,
I'll
I got
just-
that. I got
Is
that
that-
Got
covered.
plenty of water.
I think I'm just gonna take a shot with my crossbow at the one on the mast here,
Okay.
or my short bow. Oh, come on with the ones. Jeez. 16. Does that hit?
That
Probably
hits. That hits.
Unarmored. Or, I don't know.
Whopping 6 damage.
6 damage.
And I just stand there staring.
It squeals as it hits it. It gets hit. It is now Sunset's turn.
How high up is that one?
That is gotta be 3 stories, so approximately 36 feet.
Okay. More than 20, that's all I needed to know. Actually, really, more than 10 is all I need to know.
Take some additional fall damage.
Well, you know, you're not wrong, but I don't have anything that would potentially cause it to take fall damage. So,
Alright.
instead, what I'm going to do... Okay, that is 150 feet, so they are well within range, and they are well within range of each other. So, I am going to, from my current location, quicken spell. Oh no, I can't quicken spell it if I'm going to do the other thing. So, I am going to transmute a fireball. Since we're on a boat that is potentially highly flammable, it is now going to be an ice ball.
Okay.
I have done this before, so it is on brand.
What level are you casting that at?
5th level. So
Oh.
that will be 10d6 damage. I'm basically going to drop it right here. It's a 20-foot radius, so it should catch both of those new ones.
As
So
you
I will
cast it,
need
you cast it, you like the ice ball starts falling toward you wanted it to go, and when it gets about 10 feet off the ground, you see it shimmer and then evaporate.
Oh. Dispelled. Harsh. Alright. What else you got?
Counterspell requires a roll. So I
Not if
don't.
it's a sufficient level.
Counterspell
Or
automatically
sufficiently
counters.
important to the plot? Don't argue with
Counterspell
God.
automatically counters 3rd level and lower. Requires a roll for anything higher.
Your spell fizzled per the DM. It happened.
Oh, I'm not arguing that what happened happened.
Just wondering about the future.
I am working through the information that was gleaned based on...
What would you like to do with your bonus action?
That is a good question. I would like to do with my bonus action. This may seem really dumb.
Ben, again from the chat, says an ice ball, comma, quote unquote, shiver me timbers.
Oh.
Solid.
God damn it.
That's pretty good.
That's good work.
Could be a potential episode title.
That is a great call. Okay, well, back to Sunset.
Okay.
What are you doing?
I am going.
Crowdsourcing.
So as I said, this actually do that.
Just do it, man.
Do it.
Yeah,
Here we go.
no,
Let's go.
I'll just do this. I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost at the one that's up in the crow's nest or wherever it actually is,
Okay.
wrapped around the mast.
Go ahead.
Okay.
That's
now
an
it's
attack roll.
Reinforcing the title. That's good. It's good work.
That's gonna be a 27 to hit.
That definitely hits.
Three 17 damage.
17. Oh boy.
17. What is that? Ice, frost, cold.
Like the
damage.
ice shards shoot up at this guy, and you see it pierce into its snake body and into its torso, and you see like it's slicing along its torso, and it shrieks out in pain. That your turn?
Yeah, for now.
All right. Urki, it's you.
All right. With my action, I'm deploying the boom tube. It can go
Okay.
up to 15 feet. I'm gonna target this one up here, and I can shoot with my bonus action. So that would be at a plus 11 range attack.
Are you going?
25
Which
to
one are you
hit.
going at? Which one are you going at?
Oh, the one on the mass.
Oh, on the center mast. Okay, cool. 25 hits for sure.
So 21 damage. And that's
Right,
my
21.
turn.
It shoots and it goes straight up, hits the mast, like deflects off the mast into the body of the creature, and it literally tears the creature in half. And it falls apart. The sinew in its body stretches and then snaps, and the two halves of the body fall to the floor. Anything else in your turn?
Sweet. Did it drop any treasure?
No, not that you can
Okay.
see.
I'm done. Pass.
Next up is Lode.
Okay. So Lode is going to sprint to right here because his movement is doubled from haste.
Yep.
So that's just a regular ass move.
Ooh.
And now I'm going to do 3 attacks.
Are you close enough?
Aren't I right
I'm
next to the...
I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's how in the hell is that a regular move?
My movement speed is 35 normally.
Yeah.
It's doubled because of haste, and that was 70 feet.
Oh, it's haste. Okay, gotcha. Keep going.
Yeah,
Yep, 70
haste
feet.
is haste is pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Now, 3 attacks. Attacking recklessly. First one's a 19.
Oh, whoops.
You could have done the extra action to you do a dash. And
I
then
didn't
still
even
have
need
your
to,
two main
though.
attacks. I know. I'm just saying.
Second is a 23.
Yeah, they all hit.
And
Ooh, that's a
a
crit.
crit.
That's a crit. 31.
Yeah. Boom.
All right, so here is crit damage. So it'll be 8 plus this. And it only rolled 1. Okay, hang on 1 second. I'm gonna have to do normal math here. So 15 plus 13 is 28. Plus 8 for the crit, 36. And I get to roll an extra die for brutal critical
Jesus.
as a barbarian at
Yeah.
11th level. Well, let me just make sure that I see if I'm adding the modifiers and all that stuff. 1 additional weapon damage die. Okay. And all right, so that was 28.
My God, how much damage are you doing?
Plus
All.
sorry, I missed the actual die roll. Where'd it go on me? All right, 30. 5 damage, and that was just for the crit.
God.
So here are the other 2 hits.
Yeah. Be a
That
very
is
descriptive
11.
dismembering.
So a total of 45 so far.
Oof. What do you mean so far? Isn't that all?
And I have 1 more attack. 3 attacks total.
So the haste.
45 plus 16 for a total of
62?
That's 61.
61. Holy crapola. You so you run
Yeah.
over there, you
I'm
feel like
almost
you're running
positive I did
normally,
all that
but
math
for
right.
for everyone watching, it's like someone pressed fast forward. You're like, and you walk over there and just go crazy with your axe.
Is it
Slight-
dead? Because I do actually still have a bonus action.
You have a bonus action. Do it. It is not dead.
All right. Whoops, that was supposed to be an advantage. Do it in case I crit. All right, a 25.
That hits.
And for another 10 damage. Nice round 10.
71.
So
damage.
71.
That's crazy.
Get off my boat.
All right. Incredible amount of
All
damage.
around.
You lodge your axe into the monster's side, cutting halfway through its body. It is screaming out in pain. Blood's everywhere, but it is still standing.
Wait, shit. Some tough suckers.
Now it is all right. So it's the Gorgon on the left's turn. I need. The Gorgon screams out in pain and then raises up on its snake body, towers over Lode, and I need Lode. Hold on, 16. What am I gonna do here? I'm going to do... Why is this not loading? Come on, load.
Lode's right there. This way. This way. Yours are hard.
Why is this not loading? This is really pissing me off. Oh, here we go. It's not gonna help. Okay. Back to what we were doing. I am going to do... It raises up and it's basically its big pinwheel eyes start turning, staring at you, and for a second you look up and look at the eyes in a reaction, and it locks eyes with you, and I need you to take a DC 16 intelligence check.
All right. Doing the it's an intelligence check, right? It's a skill check, so he gets +5 for the.
Well, it would be a saving throw against an ability like that, right? Wouldn't matter. It's the same modifier.
Yeah, I'm right. It's an intelligence saving throw. Thank you.
Okay.
So, flash of genius. Is that what you're saying, Urki?
Yeah, can't use that, but I can use my inspiration for you.
Is that a reaction?
Give you that.
I mean, that's more of like a will the DM
I think
allow
it
it.
is.
You can expend it when you make attack roll. Additionally, if you have inspiration, you can reward another player. Oh no, so you only can use it on yourself. You can give it to someone, but okay, so never mind.
Straight
Alright.
up 16.
Here's my roll. 14.
Ooh, 14. You as you look up, you basically you're mesmerized by these eyes, and you forget what this monster's doing. You forget where you are. You forget who you are. Your memory fades from you. From now on, you lose all proficiencies. You cannot cast spells, which doesn't matter. You don't understand language, and it's intelligence, and charisma. Any of those checks. Hold on, let me read this out correctly. And if its intelligence and charisma scores are higher than a 5, they become a 5. You can't roll higher than a 5 on intelligence and charisma checks.
Well, no, those checks would be at a
That
negative
means then
2?
-5.
Or
You're not
no.
rolling that high anyway, so I guess it's the same as
Right.
before.
Yeah, I'm just.
I think that's a -3. I think 5 is a -3.
All right, override score 5. Oops. Didn't mean to roll that, but
It is then going to scamper along these railings. I need you to do an attack of opportunity without proficiencies.
like without any of my weapon proficiencies.
Yes, correct.
Just don't
Okay.
add your proficiency bonus to the attack roll.
All right, well, D&D Beyond does all that, so this will be this -5. I'm sorry, -4. So still a dirty 20.
Jeez. Yep, you hit.
And 16 damage.
16. All right, now it's the other Gorgon's turn. Who's gonna move?
So it
to
was intelligence and charisma. Are
intelligence
5.
and charisma. Yeah. It is now gonna cast. It again looks at you, and in your confusion and your loss in memory, you look around, and a vision starts materializing in front of you. I need you to give me a DC 16 intelligence or a intelligence saving throw.
Oh, great. I'm sure this will go really well.
Just got to roll at least a 19.
Well, I didn't. A 14.
So you tap into the creature's illusionary manifestation of your deepest fears, visible only to that creature. What materializes in front of you is Marguerite in a wedding dress.
Now you're getting it. Okay. Do I get to react to that? Like, do I get to run screaming, or am I just like paralyzed?
No, you there's nothing inhibiting you, but you take 4d10, which I will roll here.
Of the only kind of damage that I'm not resistant to. He finally worked in psychic damage, folks.
Is it psychic damage? It wouldn't surprise me.
It is
but
psychic damage. 29 psychic damage.
And that is literally the only kind of damage that I'm not resistant to.
Nice.
And you also
Do you
become
still not take half
right.
for raging?
Well, it says you are resistant to all types of damage except for psychic.
Oh, okay.
And you are also frightened, and I can't remember what frightened is. You can't move closer.
I can't
to
be
them.
frightened, I don't think. Let me confirm that. Excuse me. I don't think. Carry on. I'll let you know if I'm frightened or not in a minute.
All right, it is now Sam's turn.
I'm concerned for Lode.
I'm frightened. It's
You're
not on my defenses. So
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear. That is all frightened does.
I think the best thing to do would be to approach Lode cautiously and not to startle him with sudden movements. Avoid eye contact.
So you're gonna
And
sprint
then,
at me 120 feet or whatever. and-
slowly.
Oh wait, hold on. I have one
Pretty
more.
quick.
I have one more thing here to do here. Hold on. Oh, okay. Sam, you're the closest to Marguerite. You see, she gurgles on the floor and spits out some blood.
Poor Marguerite. So Lode is over here, right?
It's moving swiftly on.
Yep. Moving on.
So I use my 800 ways of moving a lot to get over towards Lode, cautiously and stealthily, so not to, startle him. And as I approach, I slowly withdraw a full mug of beer from my tunic and hand it to him. Fear not, buddy. Fear not. Beer is here.
So Lode, this is an experience where you get handed a beer, and in front of you is a visage of Marguerite in a wedding dress. Like literally at the moment where you can see your arms lifting the veil from her face, and it's the time you may kiss the bride. How do you react to that?
But do I see the mug of beer?
Yeah. But Sam doesn't see the visage of Marguerite.
I think I would. I mean, it's not my turn, so this would just be a reaction, right?
Yeah. I'm gonna give it to you. It's not. You wouldn't be able to. It's not your turn. But I want to see what you would do.
I think what I would do is grab the mug of beer and start chugging it and run as far as I possibly can this way.
Okay. Well, that's not your turn. You don't get to move, but
Okay.
you grab it and start drinking. Is that all you want to do, Sam?
Does that count as a bonus action or a reaction, handing him a beer?
Let's say it's a
So
bonus
I can
action.
manipulate. So I can use my fast hands to manipulate an object or something like that as a bonus
Yeah, so
action.
it counts for nothing.
Okay. Can I continue my movement a bit further to get out of Lode's immediate startle zone? I'm gonna fire my crossbow at whatever these are called, Gorgons.
Gorgons.
Well, it's gonna be
Gorgonzola.
Gorgon soon.
Hey.
12 does
Oh,
not hit.
That sucked. I'm gonna roll it again.
15 does not hit.
15? Man, I suck at this. That's all I got.
All right, it is now Sunset's turn.
Okay. Oh. I'm gonna move to here,
Okay.
and then I am going to quicken spell Ray of Frost
All right, what level?
at that one. It's a cantrip.
Okay. What? So is that a level 0 spell, I guess, then?
Yes.
Okay. Cantrip. Again. You reach out your hands to shoot it. Nothing comes out.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna use my action to go again.
Okay. This one goes through, so. Do I need
All
to
right.
take a DC saving throw?
No, this will be it's an
roll.
attack roll.
Attack roll. Okay, gotcha.
So same one, the one that's been brutally cut to pieces.
Yeah, really.
That's going to be a dirty 20.
That hits.
Two, 9, 13 damage.
13 damage. Okay. The shards of ice hit it with extreme prejudice. I don't know what the right word is. And it shreds them a little bit. Again, it shrieks on
Sounds
pain.
about right.
It's still like wrapping itself around the banister of the ship, but it's still moving. It is now Urki's turn.
Cube is moving over to get line of sight. On the one that Sunset just shot at. That's an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
11 damage.
11 damage.
Okay, so that was my bonus action for shooting. And I'm going to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get right next to Marguerite and do Cure Wounds. Level 1.
You lay hands on Marguerite as she's gurgling, choking on her bone blood. She all of a sudden she starts breathing steadily and she opens her eyes and she has 8 HP. Good job, Urki. I'm proud of you. Because
You wanted me to finish the job,
Lode
didn't you?
would have not done that. You're a horrible person, Lode.
I can't do that.
Lode, your turn.
So I basically can't do anything because I can't get closer.
Yep.
So
Can you re-roll the save or something like that?
yeah, do I get a
What?
save at the end of my turn,
Let's see
or
here. At the end of each turn, each of the target's turn before the spell ends, the target must succeed a wisdom saving throw or take more damage. So at the end of your turn.
oh great, or take more damage? I don't actually become not frightened.
And how long is a player turn? Is a turn again? How many seconds?
6 seconds.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
So
Okay.
10
And
turns.
And the
then,
duration of this spell is a minute.
Well, that really sucks.
Yeah.
Okay, so I basically can't do anything else. I mean, I could move, but I can't move any closer. So, yeah, I guess I just make the wisdom save to see if I take more psychic damage. 14.
No, it needed to be a 16. Take 22 psychic damage. And at this point, she's lifted her veil, and now she's leaning in to kiss you. Is the next step in this horrible visage for you?
Am I still chugging my beer?
You can if you want.
Sure, I'll put something in between me and her.
All right, it is now the monster's turn. Gorgon 1. He has already expended the steel memory thing, so let's see here. What's the range on that? 120 feet, all right. Mm. He is gonna go over to here. And she is going to cast Suggestion on Sam. Creatures that can't be charmed are immune to this effect. The suggestion must be worded in a manner that many... Target must take a Wisdom saving throw of 16. This suggestion, the monster whispers in your ear that Lode has taken your beer, like accepted the beer that you gave him, and is disingenuous about how much he likes you and the beer.
And the beer.
You muted.
Which will trigger special. If the next sip that Lode takes you must immediately take the beer away from him.
I'm currently drinking it, so
Yep.
Triggered.
Triggered. Okay, so that's the one Gorgon. The next one is going 1, 2, 3, 4 to here and casting Fear on Sunset.
Oh.
Oh, actually, it's a
Okay.
30-foot cone with a range of 30 feet. So yeah, it hits you, but just you. So you must take a wisdom saving throw at 16. The wisdom saving throw at 16.
Okay. Oh boy. I rolled the 16. That's a 17 plus my +1 saving throw for wisdom.
Nice.
Nicely done.
Oh boy.
Get over your teeth.
Yeah, and if you pass it, nothing. So say the spell ends for that creature. Okay, so nothing happens. It is now Sam's turn. You look over and you definitely see Lode sipping the beer that you gave him. You have an unquenchable desire to take that beer away from Lode.
Lode, you ungrateful bastard. Wasting perfectly good beer. I sprint over and I just slap the mug of beer out of its hands. How dare you?
Give me
How dare you, good sir?
give me an unarmed attack, whatever that is. So without proficiency attack roll.
Just like a straight roll, or
Yeah.
I guess it'd be a 17 without a modifier.
What's your armor load?
That would be an 18 right now.
Oh,
Okay.
so you swipe at the beer and you miss. You now have your bonus action if you like.
I use my sleight of hand to try to just yoink it out of his hands.
Give me a sleight of hand check. And Lode, you do a counter roll with perception?
Should be
Dexterity?
athletics or acrobatics.
No.
What do you? What are you
27.
trying to do?
27. What's a counter roll to
that's
sleight
gonna-
of hand?
Perception.
Perception, yeah.
Or I mean, I can't roll better than that. So
So,
Well, if you roll a nat 20,
yeah, if you roll nat 20, you never know.
I didn't.
You try to swipe the beer out of his hand and you fail. But you immediately, with your other hand, like, reach under and grab the handle of the mug and yank it out of his hand as he's looking at your other attack. You now have the beer. The persuasion spell effect ends, and you're like, why am I holding a beer?
I feel like that would not be a question for Sam. It'd be more like, oh, cool,
I'm
a beer.
only one beer.
All right, it is now Sunset's turn.
okay. Well, I'm a little miffed that this thing tried to attack me. So I'm gonna try and Ray of Frost it.
All right, this is a level 0 spell.
Yep.
It goes through. Go ahead.
Okay. 23 to hit.
That definitely hits.
So it's the one directly in front of me, the one that just tried to attack me, not the bloodied up one.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the full strength one.
Yep. That is 13.
13.
13
Okay.
cold damage.
And your bonus action.
Yes, my bonus action. I am going to... Actually, I might not even need to do that for this. Let me read this again. Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna waste. Yeah, I get to choose. Okay, perfect. So I don't even have to waste anything on it. I'm gonna cast Dragon's Breath at the 6th level.
Ooh.
On
6th
myself.
level. Fuck me.
6th level.
Okay. And then next turn you could breathe, and that costs a bonus action.
It is a bonus action to cast. It will.
It's a regular action to use.
It's a regular action to use.
Okay. All right, so it's on you.
And I'm casting it as a cold
Okay.
breath.
Makes sense. All right, that's your turn.
That will be my turn. Yes.
Urki, it's you.
All right, these two people are 15 feet apart from each other. This point is less than 60 feet away, or exactly 60 feet away. So I'm targeting this point here.
Yeah.
That is, I'm targeting that with Shatter. Sudden loud ringing noise, painful intense erupts from a point of your choice within range. Each creature in a 10-foot radius sphere centered on that point must take a Constitution saving throw. They take 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save or half as much on a successful one.
Constitution saving throw. What's the DC?
17.
Constitution's +3. All right, the bloodied one fails. The other one passes.
13 and so 13 and then 6 damage for whoever passed
Okay.
or run down. And then bonus action, which is the most bloodied one?
The farthest one away.
Maybe this one here?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll target that with the boom tube. And that is a 24 to hit. And 19 damage.
19. So you shoot it with the boom tune, hits it right in the head, and it just explodes its skull.
And then I
let's
will
see
move the boom tube a little bit closer.
The spell that was on you, Lode, Crown of Madness, was a concentration spell. You are no longer affected by that.
Is that what that was?
Was it Crown? No, I'm sorry. It was Phantasmal Killer, which is still a concentration spell.
Also shitty.
Yep. Yeah.
All right. It is now...
Make some more magic missile.
Clearly.
Yep.
So the Lode, you are no longer affected by the frightened, but you are still affected by the first one with no proficiencies. Your intelligence and charisma are 5, and you cannot understand language.
You still got
That's
this.
cool. I enrage, where I don't need any of those things. I run up to this other monster, and I'm gonna start wailing.
I just
So-
assume you're at the point where it's like, that's a monster that needs killing.
Yeah, pretty
Bang,
much.
bang, 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 bang.
No language is needed for that.
Yep.
All right. 3 attacks. First one is a dirty 20. Second one is a 27. Third one is a 23.
Jesus, they all hit.
All right. That's a 17 damage plus 14 plus 14. So 28 plus 17 is
35.
45.
45.
I'm dumb and angry.
All right.
What else
Again, you
is new?
slash into this
Yeah,
guy
exactly.
extremely painfully. It is now Sam's turn. No, it's not Sam's turn. It's the monster's turn. What is he going to do? You see it. Actually, let me do this first. Yeah. You see it run away from you. You get an attack of opportunity. Load.
Hooray. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Crit.
Noise.
So 8 plus so that's 31 damage.
Jesus. Slice into his leaving. Again, it shrieks out and it goes directly towards the railing, and then all of a sudden you see the mist kind of form up around it again, and it disappears, and it is nowhere to be seen.
Like actually nowhere to be seen this time.
Actually nowhere to be seen. We are out of combat. The fog is still heavy around you. And that is it.
Is Lode still stupid?
Lode is still stupid. Lode, let's see here. A greater restoration or a remove curse will go away. That's it.
You're muted.
Am I muted?
He still has his,
No,
he still has-
Erky.
No. Yeah, so he still has the, yeah, he has a curse on there? Okay, let me check. Alright. I'll study up tonight.
So what do you guys want to do?
As soon as I realized I can't understand any of my companions anymore.
Do you even recognize us as companions?
Yeah, you lost your memory. You don't know who they are.
Okay. I do have detect thoughts, which I think lets me learn surface thoughts. You can shift attention of the creature. Close the game.
All proficiency, it can't cast spells, it can't understand language. Intelligence equipment are set to 5. Each time the target finishes a long rest, it can repeat. It can repeat the saving throw. So after a long rest, you can test again.
What was it? An intelligence check?
DC 16 intelligence.
Except that now my intelligence is 5.
Yeah.
So I have a minus 3 to all of these.
After
Well,
the
I can do lesser restoration.
After the Gorgon,
it needs a greater.
it needs greater.
What?
It needs a
It
greater
needs
restoration.
greater or remove curse.
Oh shit. Okay.
And you drink the curse away.
Look how
Right
proud he
after-
looks of himself right now.
Right after the Gorgon jumps over the rail, Wisewell runs up to you, Lode, and says, "Now, Captain, what are we gonna do? This is crazy. There's monsters on the ship. What do we do, Marshal? What do we do?"
Huh? Ugh. I'm a fucking caveman. I have nothing. And I have no idea what he said. I'm still very angry.
Sam, why don't you get our guest another beer? Captain, come with me.
Actually, I have a plan. I know who exactly could communicate with such a dumb creature. Cleet.
Do I count as a beast
He's,
at this point?
he's
Like,
No.
the perfect
My-
animal
bridge
handling?
between- He's the
Um,
perfect
right
bridge. He's
after-
I can communicate
in
with
both
beasts.
worlds.
You know,
Right after Wisewell comes up, a scarred and depleted Marguerite rushes up to Lode and says, "I thought I lost you forever, my love."
She runs up to me, I react and attack her.
Oh, oh, oh,
Oh,
Kidding.
oh.
oh, oh. Give me a attack
Wow.
roll there, buddy.
I'm kidding. Alright, I mean,
Yeah,
fine,
yeah,
I'll
yeah.
kill her if that's what you want. If that's what you want.
That is
Attacking
not what I want.
recklessly.
That is not what I want.
I'm like a caged animal at this point, and she ran up to me. It's a 25,
That definitely hits.
and she's dead.
What's the total damage?
17 damage.
17 total?
now was that a 25 with proficiencies? Should it not have been lower, like a 21? I'm not saying that
she
it's
has an
any-
Yeah,
AC
you're
of
right. It is 21.
She has an AC of 11. It still hits her. Come on, guys.
I just want
You're
to get the
absolutely
numbers
right, though. For rules' sake.
You
This strange beast that is much larger than I am just ran up to me.
you do not mortally wound her, but you again cause her to go to 0 hit points. And she falls over in front of you. You see the betrayal, the fear and betrayal in her eyes as she falls over and loses unconsciousness. Loses consciousness.
Hopefully that's my Harry and the Hendersons moment. Just go. Can't you see we don't want you here?
Sam, beer. Erky, are you assuming that Marguerite is still actually alive and not just completely eviscerated at this point? Are you able to revive her again?
Well, she's
Yeah.
not dead. I did cure wounds, so 13 HP.
Okay, so you're doing that again.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can't let her leave the plot. She needs to be there when he comes to.
No, it's way too much fun.
Ben had to leave the chat. He said, "Thanks for letting me listen to your game," but he says, "Make sure Lode gets the good lovin'."
Is this a good pausing place? Post combat.
Oh,
Yeah. So this
boy.
is you again attack her, again wound her, not mortally but horribly. She falls over. Erky attends to her, which takes a few minutes, but you're still scatterbrained and feel like a trapped animal. At this time,
Get him really drunk, Sam. Really drunk.
Just make me drunk until I pass out.
I don't know if we want him drunk.
Or let
He's
me
already-
drink until I pass out.
I'm gonna cast Reduce and just make you a smaller problem to deal with for a while. Easier to control.
Fair enough.
Nice. We'll just like tether him up to the mast or something.
Oh,
He
no,
just
that's good,
runs,
that's good,
rolls
that's good.
around until he falls asleep.
You reduce him. We can relieve
Yeah.
him of his weapons, and then we can lock him in a
You gotta
room.
make you get unwilling creature. You gotta make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, he's good at those, isn't he? Yeah.
That was only a 13.
DC 17.
Oh.
I am tiny, angry, confused Lode.
Now you're like, I'm so angry. Ah!
Great. Wow, you did. Okay.
A helpful less than lethal way of situation management.
Yep.
Grab a barrel and just put it over the top of him.
Well, because he's gonna get bigger in about a
me-
minute, so we have a minute to
Oh.
relieve him of his weapons and lock him in a room.
So let me run around in there until I tire myself out.
Pretty
Yeah.
much. We'll
It's
fill
like
it
a
with
hamster
beer.
wheel.
We'll put a keg of beer in there as well.
Alright. So, okay.
It's very undignified for a marshal.
Whatever.
As you're
You
trying to
You
corral,
can't understand or speak language.
as you're trying to corral Lode, obviously Lode doesn't.
I'll pick him up with
understand
Mage Hand
this. Okay, where are you gonna put him?
Let him finish.
in a room. In a room we can lock.
All right. Closest room would be here. Actually, hold on. Let me.
Just throw me in with Cleat.
Would
That-
be in this room.
I mean, that doesn't seem like a bad idea, honestly.
I mean,
I think
is
that's
that
what
like
we'll do.
already my room?
We'll throw him in with Cleat.
Oh God.
Oh
Poor
yeah,
Cleet.
that'd be great.
Give me how you do it with a mage hand. What's the? It'll be a competing strength with mage
He
hand.
doesn't have the ability to do anything about it.
It's picked up by the scruff in the neck.
Yeah, pretty much. Like he's 1/8 his weight. He's 1/2 his size. He has no ability to resist this.
All right.
1/8 of my weight will still be more than the 10
Fine,
pounds.
I will pick you up.
I mean,
I will pick
I
you
don't care. But technically,
I just assumed because you were small package, like I guess you're larger than a gnome or a
I feel like
halfling.
Lode is dense as hell.
Right, that does make sense. He's a dwarf, so I'll allow it. Fine, I will pick him up and I will gently toss him in with
with Cleat.
With Cleat.
Oh wait, as
Yep.
you're lifting Lode up, you hear something. You hear coming from the mast. Let me get my bearings back here on the map. The mast here, right here in the center, is still Claude tied to the mast, still with wild, fiery eyes. But he's looking at you, Sunset.
One thing at a time.
And he says, You there, the Sylvan. You have the wrong killer. He is not the killer. I saw the killer.
And who was it? Care to share
was an
that
evil-
information?
He was an evil. He's wild and he's in a, he's mad. He says, the killer is an evil man. Evil. Look what he gave me. And he looks down at his lapel. And on his lapel. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, Sam, can you take Lode to Cleat's room?
Oh, yeah.
Sam
No
actually
problem.
has more strength than I do, so it's
It's a better
makes
idea.
even more sense. Yeah.
Come
and
on,
then
you big lug.
It's all right.
Let's go
You're easily
in
able to
this
take Lode down there.
Hell of sobriety.
But Sunset, you noticed attached to his pel with a pin is a coin. A coin you've seen before. It is an Order of the Crow coin.
God damn it. How many friggin' factions are gonna be in on these murders?
All of them.
Yeah. At this point, like, when are we gonna get notice that the Duke sent somebody to murder somebody else out here? And I'm sure the Griffins want to murder somebody. The hippogriffs, who else have we wronged? The trolls? We killed some of them early on.
Well, you're not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's where I'm gonna call it for the evening there. But you guys need to start
Before we piss anybody else off.
doing some
Yeah.
detective work. Maybe interview some people about what's going on in the boat.
Okay.
Well, we currently have a pretty large load problem, or well, I guess it's a small load at this
It's
point.
a small load problem now.
Just a little load.
Is that the name of the episode? A small load problem?
I think so. A small
I
problematic
don't understand
load.
language, so I can't say a whole lot.
Just a smaller load, but I don't know.
Jesus.
Loads of problems.
I like a small load problem.
Okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
that works. That works. Like, I was trying to push it a little further with a problematic small load, but small load problem works.
All right. Well, that's where we're gonna call it quits this evening. We're still on for next week, right?
Yep.
Yes, the date
Yeah,
not
still
Wednesday,
doing-
so Tuesday or Thursday.
Tuesday or Thursday. Either one's good for me.
Either one works for me.
Yeah,
Same.
should be good for me as well.
We can-
So
Discuss that offline as well.
Yeah. So maybe Thursday. Maybe Thursday again.
Not on the live stream.
So they know when to watch. That seems reasonable to let them know. Hey, when should you show?
Well, but if
watch
we
this?
don't know yet, maybe we talk about that and get back to them.
All right, let's wrap it up.
Build
Let's
You've
wrap it
got
up.
you've got a number of things. There's the murders on the boats. There's the navigation problem,
That's the bigger problem.
and lastly,
We just
where
have to murder more people, more
these
suspects.
gorgons came from.
And the portal. portal, dude.
Oh, and portal
Yeah, we'll find
guy
this in the
too.
middle of the ocean. Yep. Alright, cool. Well,
All right.
anything else
Thanks
you
everyone
got?
for watching. Hey, if anyone's watching, which no one is, please like and subscribe. Have a good evening.